Hey YouTube, I'm back right away, and here we go. Welcome back to movies that are R-rated month, and I got a real doozy for you guys this tonight. I'm wearing some sunglasses. Don't worry, I'm not blind. I can see. I'm just covering something up because I don't want to scare people on the camera. This is a 1992 erotic thriller drama called Basic Instinct. Yeah, this is the unrated version, but the original versions are, so it counts. Now, I saw this movie a long time ago. I got it for like $5. I think it was either Blockbuster or Sears or something. But anyway, it's a really dark movie. Like, this is a really good movie, and I would suggest seeing this one and avoid the sequel, because I heard the sequel is it's nothing. It's just a retread of this one, and it was too many years too late. Now, the film has a lot going for it. First of all, it's directed by Paul Verhoeven. He's the guy that gave us bloody affairs like the original RoboCop, Starship Troopers, and the original Total Recall. So the guy's done a lot of originality, and it has a stellar cast. You have Michael Douglas in his prime. You have Sharon Stone in her breakout role after Total Recall. You have George Zunza, Gina Triplehorn. She's gorgeous in this movie. She's got brown hair and big eyes, and she's very, very sexy. And there's a lot of people in it. I think Wayne Knight is in the movie, and a bunch of other people. Now, let me just read the synopsis. Yeah, Michael Douglas stars as Nick Curran, a tough but vulnerable detective. Sharon Stone co-stars as Catherine Trammell. Yes, a cold, calculating, and beautiful novelist with an insatiable sexual appetite. Yeah, ain't that the truth? She's a bisexual, by the way, just to let you guys know. Catherine becomes a prime suspect when her boyfriend is brutally murdered. Yes, that's how the movie starts, and with a sex scene. It's not 50 Shades of Grey. It's really short, and the girl grabs an ice pick, and stabs him with it. It's very brutal. It's very good practical effects, and a crime she has described in her latest novel. Obsessed with cracking the case, Nick descends into San Francisco's forbidden underground where suspicious amount bodies fall in her, and he finds with it himself an instinct more basic than survival. Yeah, because he doesn't know if he wants to hide from Catherine Trammell or fuck her, and you know what the answer is. There are some problems though. The movie is a little bit too long. Like Paul Verhoeven's movies usually are like an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes. This is 2 hours and 8 minutes, and this is the longer cut. But I think it's a little bit drawn out. There's some scenes in the middle where nothing is happening. It's just a bunch of people talking. And I know it's a drama. It's not an action movie, but the scene in the club could have been shorter. There's a scene where she's making out with a chick because she's bisexual. You get it. And also, there's a lot of subplots. I mean, there's a subplot basically where I promise it's not rape, where Michael Douglas and Gina Triplehorn are talking to each other, and then in the heat of the moment, he like rips her shirt and he's caressing her body and he's kissing her. It's kind of sexy, but it's a little kind of weird. It comes out of nowhere, but it's not rape because she doesn't say, "Oh, you raped me." No, he doesn't hit her. It's just very rough sex, and this is an R-rated movie, people. So this is not. Don't ever watch this with your parents. Do not watch it with your children. Don't even watch it with your teenagers if they're under 18 because they're not going to understand what's going on. And it's very bloody. It's very sexual. There's a lot of nudity in this movie. It starts with nudity. Sharon Stone. There's a scene where she literally is undressing in front of the cops, and she wears the iconic scene where she crosses her legs, and she opens them, and you see her vagina, her hairy vagina. Yeah, that's what every guy saw back in 1992 that saw this movie on loop. That's why this movie was rented a lot and made a lot of money at the box office. It's not porn though. It is not porn because they don't show blowjobs or handjobs or any of that, and you know the rest. Jerry Goldsmith did the music. The music is very well done. It's very creepy and atmospheric, and he knows how to score a freaking movie. I miss Jerry Goldsmith. The director, Paul Verhoeven, like I said, he does really good practical effects. There's not an ounce of CG in this movie. It costs so little, but it looks great. Even 26 years later, it looks great. Um, The rest of the cast does fine. I mean, other than the long running time, I don't really have a lot of problems with the movie. I can't say it's dated, and also the fact that she's a bisexual, because nowadays that's all the rage. Everybody's coming out of something: pansexual, bisexual, transsexual, metrosexual. I don't care what you are. All right. When I date somebody, I want a heterosexual woman. That's my preference. That's how I roll. Uh, in these movies, sometimes they just want to have labels. I only have one, and that's all I need. Here, I'm fine with her. At least when she only has sex with Michael Douglas in this movie. So the sex scenes are they're well done in a way. I don't know how to judge it, but you don't see his penis, because I think that was a little bit too much for audiences back then, especially with this was before the internet was so big. But anyway, other than that, it's very well written. The first movie, that is. But I would say don't watch this on a date, because you might scare them off. Like she might think you're into some weird shit. But other than that, it's a good movie. It's a well-made erotic thriller, and it spawned a lot of erotic thrillers in the '90s, because they were trying to match the success of this. Of course, it didn't work. The Specialist had one scene that was erotica. There was a movie with Bruce Willis. I think it's Color by Night, where he's having sex with Jane March, or some British lady. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see a man's Johnson. I'm sorry. And there was other films too that came out, and you also had things on Cinemax and Showtime and HBO and the Movie Channel, a bunch of Skinemax stuff where they showed a lot of nudity. I'm like, yeah, it's a revolution. What can I say? But anyway, the film itself is well made. A lot of people do put this in high regard, but it's kind of one of those forgotten gems of the early '90s, because it is praised, but it's not hailed as one of Verhoeven's best. They always mention RoboCop or the original Total Recall. I was talking about the originals, not the remakes. And I like Starship Troopers. It's also a little bit long, but yeah, if he had just edited a little bit of the film, it would have been like an 8 or not out of 10, because I barely have any problems with it. It's a film of its time. It doesn't look dated. It looks very well done, and the camera work is good. The sound mixing is good. The soundtrack and the music is really well done. And yeah, it's a really good movie, and it's R rated for a reason. It's not just for the curse words. There's a ton of blood in the movie, and a lot of intense moments, and and of course for the sexuality, whether it's heterosexual or bisexual. Because there's a scene where she's in the bathroom kissing a girl, and I'm like, yeah. Some people find it hot. I'm either confused, or I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. But Basic Instinct is a good movie. If you see it by yourself, I think you'll be okay. But I would not advise watching it with someone else, even if they're into stuff like this, which I doubt it. But anyway, it's a good film. And sorry for the appearance. I had to wear these because I didn't want to be I don't want to be exposed, because I had a bad reaction to shrimp last week. So I'm okay now, but I'm still recovering. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. I'm glad I got to review something. I was going to do Alien Covenant, but I'll do that next time, because I don't want to raise my blood pressure over some stupid movie. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. And I will see you guys in the next R rated movie review. Laters.